I call this first piece a drama poem. When I was in college, I fell in love with theater, and I fell in love with avant-garde theater. Samuel Beckett, Ionesco, all the playwrights like that. And all of the arts that I've been fortunate enough to be involved in my life kind of have that tinge or tone to them. So I'm going to read you what I call a drama poem. This is called Just After Breakfast for Two Players. I discovered a tiny fragment of an eraser on my living room couch just after breakfast. The police arrived within the hour. An eraser, huh? Yes, that's right, officer. What color was it? Pink, sir. Pink. The worst kind. Was there anyone here with you at the time? No, sir, I was alone with the fish tank. What happened next? You know, I can't really say, sir. It all happened so fast. I may have screamed, ran out of the house, flailing about, falling into random shrubs and nasturtiums. Were there erasures? Erasures? Yes, you know, the remnants of an eraser after use. Oh, yes, I'm sure there must have been. We'll have to sequester the house. Do you have some place you can stay? I can call a rabbi. Are you Jewish? No, sir. You'd better get your things together. We'll make the arrangements. Will this go on my permanent record, sir? No more questions for now. We'll need to see some identification and receipts. Receipts? Yes, all receipts. I erase my receipts, sir. You what? My receipts. It's a fetish, I guess. I always erase them. With no evidence, my hands are tied. I guess I should have used whiteout. I like the way it brushes on so smooth. No evidence, no case. I have fountain pens, Indian ink, good day, sir. But wait, there's a discount store on the corner. I could get a ton of whiteout down there. There's some soap erasers, anything you want. You know, it's not my fault, you know. Everybody erases stuff. Everybody. He stands for a moment, staring straight front, takes a pencil and notepad from his shirt pocket, scribbles on the pad briefly, stares front, takes large eraser from Pat's pocket, feverishly erases pad, blackout. This is inspired by J.D. Salinger's short story, A Perfect Day for Banana Fish, which is about a man who goes on vacation in Florida and rents a room in a hotel on the beach. The title of the poem is The Man in 702. He had taken a room in one of the luxury hotels lining the beach on a high floor with a huge picture window facing the sea. He remained in his room, took all of his meals there, going down to the lobby only to enable the maids to tidy up and make his bed. Though he had brought some books, he did not read. He lay on the bed, unable to focus on a thought, occasionally dozing. He sat for hours at the window, looking toward the sea. This next one is called The 5 O'Clock, kind of a protest poem. 4 more beautiful young kids blown to bits in Iraq today, but sunny and warm on the 101 freeway. No need for raincoat. President Bush fast need more coffins for freedom blood-soaked blue-eyed boys and black-skinned soldiers and pretty girls too, with M1 guns in their teeth, promised greenbacks waiting in banks back home. Need more anchormen and women on TV with prom night hairdos, song. I saw the news today, oh boy. Breaking news with Happy Talk music up. Young schoolgirl with bullet through brain raped and slashed. Plus, coming up on the 5 o'clock, city streets, 90-mile-an-hour police pursuit with no good, desperate, mixed race bad guy at the wheel. Bad guy running, because he needs more life, and he needs it right now. Please, oh please, please, let me get away from the police. Can I please get away with my mother watching right there on TV? If she sees me, go to commercial. Sorry, Mom. Is called Sentimentality for the Plight of the Fly. Jessica had brown eyes that seemed to have other eyes behind them. No one had told her this. It was Jessica's own observation. Now a full-grown adult, she felt she was in tune with forces around her, more psychic, in touch with things and their meanings. This morning, she stood in her garage in a half-trance, her eyes glued, so to speak, to a fly lounging there on her front bumper. Her automobile, always ready to whisk her away for escape, to set her free, but not this morning. This morning was but for a sentimentality for the plight of this fly, the fly with the pretty blue-green head. A half-trance that could be an all-stop was now delayed, sidetracked, so to speak, by this bug on the bumper. So, on the concrete, Jessica stood directly in front of her four-cylinder hatchback. She always fancied it so dearly, yet were she to accelerate, would the fly's eyes mash in and crush its tiny membrane skull? Would a gossamer wing rip and vanish forever in a sea of Acura Legends and Nissan Altima rush hour traffic? Would the tiny egg sacs carried about by the little gnat's agile feet, would they get sucked up and incinerated in flashing metropolitan neon tubes? Jessica's brown eyes set deep into wonder. The male fly had made it in just seconds, but splattered mud from Billy Bob's bicycle tire brought the Grim Reaper's squeeze in an instant. The female, with her mate's seed, buzzed about old oleander leaves before the next sun, and then left egg sap ready, damply deposited beside a moist Coke cup before coming to rest on Jessica's palm, which, if it zooms off, would be the final shoe fly, no buzz left. So, what's the answer? Should Jessica, with eyes like other eyes, decide to travel, race away in her hatchback mobile, or just stand by there by the bumper, trance-like, so to speak, in touch with themes and their meanings? There Jessica stood on the concrete in front of her four-cylinder hatchback, she and the blue-eyed fly. Dog, and he talked about folks who sell their work and not their lives. And he saw certain things out there but had little or no idea what they were. He would lean on us when September left more trouble than rain. He made us all follow him down to this place on the dock where we bag up tons of abalone shells and get paid in cash, spent on bad barley beer we drank behind the amusement park where we could piss off the pier. He fell asleep on the bus once, and got dumped way down in San Pedro. We found him days later in a mini mall opposite side of town. He got sick, so we bought his favorite soup and drove him around in a guy's car we didn't even know. On Easter, a woman got run over in the crosswalk right in front of him and died just before the ambulance got there. He picked flowers for the funeral down in Fullerton. Had trouble getting back because buses didn't go down that far. Sunday last, his foot was sticking out of a bush in front of the post office. He slept there most of the time and passed on right there too. He was a great guy. He made us all laugh our busted heads off, and he always knew exactly what the score was too. We all remember him, surely do. This just in, on a local note, a pet dog was said to have mistakenly jumped into a fisherman's boat, accidentally discharging a shotgun, resulting in the fisherman's death. Other witnesses were in doubt of the dog's supposed innocence when they reported seeing a hook-nosed salmon hand the dog $20 minutes after the incident occurred. More details as they emerge. That's from Saturday Night Live, by the way. That's not mine. I just wanted to stick it in there. This is called They Ought To. They ought to have love in little paper packets so you can take some out and look at it. Packets about the same size as a candy bar, perhaps. Easy to carry, manageable, and different assortments with shiny adjectives printed on the labels. Packets might just appear stored in a desk drawer, or inside the pocket of a sport coat, or in a cedar-lined chest at the back of a hallway closet. That would be for those hurt in love, but not hurt enough to throw it away. People would say to one another, "Any love appear today?" "Why, yes," one might retort. "I found some by the easy chair in the guest room." You might see a packet along the road and stop to see if you could catch it. There would always be some packets around chapels and big trees in the graveyard and all over the place at the senior prom. People would dearly tend to their packets, but might not speak of them so easily. Words could be corny, misinterpreted, but they could be slicked up a bit, bragged about, worn on the sleeve if you like. I heard once of an elderly woman who learned to water them and make them grow and add them to allspice pies and sweet sour crumbly candies at Halloween. Too bad packets are so hard to find. Damn sure everybody keeps looking, that's for certain. I can set things straight. That child who needs a break, the lady who sits down at the end of the table, every single animal at the dog pound and other pounds too. I'd bribe a war soldier, kidnap me a helicopter, scatter 1,000,000 bills over the battlefield. I'd sink every ship that takes things from the sea. Those that poach animals in the rainforest would find themselves poached as well. I'd fly over to see the Pope. Hello, Pope. To those trying to kill the name of Christmas, I'd spray all their buildings red and green. I'd buy a hotel and move the homeless in. And when almost everything was gone, I'd go downtown, I'd stand around, I'd window shop and impulse buy. I'd count my blessings, look for mercy, wish I could be way up in the sky. And then I'd get ready for the big day. When it came, I might wonder where a silver bullet could be, or wander into Bloomingdale's and take the elevator way past 2:45. This is called Dictum to Our Age. Do not smile, or exclaim, or look excited, or obey your instincts in any way shape, or form. Just be cool. Thank you very much.